guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Y'all, we are going to do some really fun paper crafting today. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for deciding to spend a portion of your day with me. It's because of you my channel is growing, and growing. So thank you so very much. And before we jump into today's project, I want to say a big old hello to my Aunt B. I know she watches me all the time, and I just want to tell her how much I love her and how I hope to see her soon. So today's project is going to be this awesome embellishment book. It is an autumn-themed embellishment book, and I'll give you a closer look once we get ready to go over everything that I have on the inside. But when finished, this book is going to measure 6 by 4.5, and it is 1.5 inches deep. So y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here is a closer look at this awesome grown-up embellishment box. And I tried to stick with that autumn look using some oranges, some creams, some very muted green. And then on the front, I used a 4x4 cut apart, keeping it very simple. And you can see here on my spine, I used a couple of my metal snaps. This is how we're going to construct the spine of this journal. You guys have seen me use the spine technique several times, but this is how we're going to do it. So we really are going to be making a very simplified spine, but a very sturdy one. Let me open this and show you exactly what I've done. So using some lightweight chipboard, I'm using that lightweight chipboard for the pages in my book. And I decided to keep my pages uncovered because I like the natural look of this craft colored chipboard. And so when I open it, you can see what I've done here. I have added page after page of autumn-themed embellishments that whoever gets this book can take and use in their crafting. So we have some word stickers here. I have some ephemera here, and then I shared some of my cut-aparts and put them in this little baggie. And then I added my little flowers here, and all you have to do is peel them off and stick them to your project. And here I added some little journaling spots that you can use on your project as well. And then I have some nice little autumn flavored leaves that I have mounted here. Just peel them off and add them to your project. And here on the back, I included a little baggie of twine. So this is a great start for someone who might want to make an autumn themed project. They have plenty of autumn themed embellishments to add to their project. Something like this makes a great swap. It makes awesome happy mail, and it makes a great gift. So here's what we're going to need to make it. I am using 2 weights of chipboard on this project, and you'll find both listed in the description box. So I have a medium weight, and on the medium weight we have one piece that measures 1.5 by 6, and then we have 2 pieces that measure 4.5 by 6. Then I have 2 pieces of lightweight chipboard, and this really is the consistency of a cereal box. Now this piece measures 5 3/4 by 9.5, and then I have this piece that measures 10 1/4 by 5 3/4. So then I have my decorative paper. I have a piece that measures 5 3/4 by 10 1/2. This is the inside liner. And then for the jacket, I am sticking with that same look. And I have a piece that measures 12 by 8. So to start, we are going to need that 12 by 8 inch piece and our 2 pieces of chipboard that measure 4.5 by 6 and the 1 piece of chipboard that measures 1.5 by 6. So we're going to peel away the tape backers. Now I'll go ahead and just peel away the backers from all of these because we'll be putting all of these down on this jacket cover. And then we're going to take our first piece and we're going to place it down like that. I'll take my spine and I'm going to place it down, giving myself about a little over 1/8 of an inch in between. And then I'm going to do the same thing with that third piece. So anytime that you're laying down chipboard pieces, make sure that you give yourself enough space in between, because that'll help to prevent your paper from cracking. So I am going to take my stylus and just go around the whole perimeter of this. And what I'm doing is I have the stylus, I'm pressing it into the chipboard, and then I'm digging into the paper, and that is giving me a nice little score that will hopefully help to minimize cracking. And then I'll go in between and do the same thing. And now we're going to stand this up and train these outer edges on how to fold. So once I have it like that, all I'm doing is creating an intersection, and this is how we'll miter. I'll go in and cut. And we'll do this on all 4 sides. And so then I'm going to use my tape from my snail tape runner. And I'll just go around and I'm placing tape on all 4 edges of this paper. So now we can stand it up. We're going to fold over our paper. And I am going to use my spatula to get everything nice and stuck. So now that we have our pieces down, we need to take our inside liner piece, place yours down to make sure that you have a very good fit, and then I'm just going to add some tape to the chipboard portion of this. And I'll go over it with my big old spatula, making sure I have that tape nice and stuck. And then I'm going to take my 1/2 inch tape and I'm placing it along the outer edges of my liner piece. You can use glue to do this. I have decided to use tape. Now I'm just going to make sure I have a good stick on this, and we're going to peel away our tape backers from the liner piece as well as the chipboard jacket piece. So once we have the backers peeled away, we are ready to place this down. So I am just going to place it, trying to get nice, even placement. And I'll use my spatula to smooth everything out. Then I'm also going to use that spatula to get in there and really get that spine nice and crisp. And then I'll stand this up. And now you can see that we have a very beautiful jacket for our embellishments. And because we did proper spacing, you don't get any cracking in between. And so now we can take this piece and set it to the side because we need to go ahead and work on the actual pages. And as I said in the beginning, I am using a lightweight chipboard and I am leaving it in its natural state for this. I'm not doing any embellishing to the page, none of that. This is just going to be a very natural looking autumn themed embellishment book. So I have brought in my scoreboard trimmer combo, but we'll be using the trimmer portion of this. So I have the piece that measures 9.5, and what we're going to do is we're going to place it on the 9.5 inch side. We're going to line it up at 3/8 of an inch. And then I'm very gently going to make a pass with my trimmer, but I am not going to press down. It is going to be a very light pass by. I don't want to break this. I just want to score it very lightly with a cut so that I can then fold it. So we're going to take this again and flip it to the opposite 9.5 inch side. Line it up at 3/8 of an inch. I'm going to take my trimmer blade and again with a very light touch, I'm going to score. And what I want is this. I don't want it to go all the way through. I just want to have a natural fold. And for those of you who are wondering if this will hold and work, yes, it will. If you just do a light pass through on your chipboard and not drive it down in hard, you're not cutting through, this will work. So I'm going to take my 10.25 inch piece and we're going to do the same thing. I am going to line it up at 4 3/8. And again, with one finger, I am just going to do a very light pass. I'll rotate it to the opposite 10.25 inch side, line it up at 4 3/8, and again, with one little finger, very light pass. So now I'll take this and do the same thing. So now we have this little booklet. We're going to take these two and we join them together, and we're going to have a nice little separation in between so that we'll be able to put in those chunky looking embellishments without the pages hitting one another. All right, so what we're going to do is we take this piece and we're basically going to center it on this piece. And you'll know that you have it pretty well centered when your ends are fairly even. So once you have it centered the way that you want, for me, I am just going to take my clips and I'm going to place my clips down. So I am going to take my paper piercer and just drive a hole right there and a hole, line it up right here, and drive one right here. Make sure I get my hole big enough. And now I'll bring in my book, and what I want to do is I want to line this up inside of my book so that it's nice and even, just as I did when I matched up the two pages. So I'm going to make sure that when I put it down, I have it so that it's pretty even, top and bottom. And then I'll take my clip again, take this clip, put it in, and then I'm going to punch through these holes. So I'm doing it like this because it's just easier than trying to punch through the 3 layers all at once. So now I have my holes, and so now I am going to bring in my metal snaps and my chunky little hammer. And these metal snaps actually come in 3 sizes, but I'm going to be using the medium. So there's that large snap, and you can see the size difference in those two. This is my medium, so that's what I'm going to use. So then I'm going to take that second one and put it in just like that. Now I can remove my clips, and I'm going to put that snap head on, and then I'm going to take my chunky little hammer. This is not the way a professional snap setter would do it. This is the way that I'm going to do it, so it works for me. And I am just going to take it, and I'm going to make a little bit of noise. So I'm just going to pound that down, and I'll do the same thing here. Pound it down. And now, as you can see, we have a nice little embellishment book. We didn't have to use any glue or any tape on making our spine. So easy peasy to do. And now we get to do the absolute fun part of this, we get to embellish. So on this page and this page, I'm not going to add any packs of embellishments. This will just be a place where I'll put down some nice little embellishment pieces to set the mood for this book. So when I open this, now we'll start placing down our embellishment pieces. So what I decided to use in mine, I have some nice autumn themed cut aparts. I have some of these flowers that I got from Tuesday Morning a few years ago. I have some leaf stickers that I got from Dollar Tree. I have some more Dollar Tree stickers. I have some pieces of ephemera, some more little pieces of ephemera with journaling spots, and then I have some twine. And I will be using these 3x8 little plastic cellophane bags. So here's how we're going to do this. I am going to start with this one and just take it out of the pack. I'm going to remove this piece, and then I'll use this piece because it will actually just fit down right there. But to hold it in place, I am going to use my double stick tape. So I'm just going to take some double stick tape and put 2 strips of that on the back. So now I'm going to take this one and put it down, and it's actually going to be the first embellishment page that you see when you open this book. So we're just going to take it and place it down and get that nice and stuck. And so there's one page in our book. And so for the next page, I'll take some of those ephemera pieces. We're going to place them down inside of our plastic baggie. I'm going to take this one that says September and place it right there on the top. And then we're going to put that right here. So I need to make sure that when I'm putting it down, I fold this down far enough so that it is not too long for the book. I'm going to peel away that plastic backer. And I am going to get this folded over all nice and neat. Use my big old spatula. Then I can take some of my tape, and I'm just going to put tape right there at the top. Peel away that tape backer. And now we can take this piece and place it down, trying to be nice and neat. And you can already see how cute that is shaping up to be. So I am going to flip it to this page, and I'll take my autumn themed cut aparts, another one of my baggies, and we'll just drop these into the baggie. Do the same thing that we did before. I'm going to peel away that backer strip. We're going to take this and we'll fold it over. Get that nice and stuck. And now I can take another piece of tape. And we're going to take this one and we'll place it down right there. And now on this page, I'm going to bring in my little flowers. And all I'm going to do is just peel them away. Have the little pop dots on the back, and I am just placing these down. And now we can go to our next page. I'm going to take this awesome little bag of ephemera. It is nice and autumn themed. Got some nice little leaves and butterflies. We're going to take another one of those 3x8 bags and we'll place it inside the baggie. Peel away that tape backer. Fold that over. Add some tape to the back. And we'll take this piece and we're going to place it right there. And now on this page, we are going to take those leaves and just place them all random like on this page. And they too have pop dots on the back that you can just pull these off the page and use them in your project. So this is what we have so far, and y'all, it is looking oh so good. It's such a wonderful way to give those pieces of ephemera. So the last thing that I'm going to add is some twine. So I am just using some of that natural colored twine and just rolling off a good amount of it. And then I'll take another one of my 3x8 little baggies. I'm going to drop this on the inside. Peel away that backer. And put that down. And now I'll take my tape, place my tape on the back. Peel away that tape backer. We're going to stand this up and put that right there. And so now, y'all, we're going to do some decorating to some of the pages that have this top here where I added the tape. We want to make that less noticeable. So I am going to take my awesome little sticker album, go through, find some stickers, and we're going to cover that. So I already see one that I want to use. And I am going to take the one that says fall is my favorite. And I think that's a great intro sticker to put right there. Then I'll go to that next page, see if I can find a long sticker. And then I'm going to take this one that says Fall Market. I'm going to take the one that says Autumn. And we're going to put that right there. You still have just a little bit of that tape showing, but that's no biggie. Then I'm going to come to this page. I like this one that says, I love fall most of all. We're going to put that right there. And then we have that twine page. And so then I'm going to take this one that says Grateful Heart. And so I'm also just going to decorate the inside using stickers. I am just going to take this one and place it right here on the opening. Not doing a whole lot. And then on this one, I like this one that says Give Thanks in All Things. And I'm going to place that right there. And then on the back page, we are just going to find us a sweet little sticker and put it on that back page. And I'm going to take this one that says, Oh Fall, it's so nice to see you again, and place it on that back page. And so the last thing that I really want to do to mine is decorate the cover. And I am going to use this cut apart that says, I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers. And this is from Anne of Green Gables. And so I am going to take this piece and place it down right there. And then I'll just put this in my trimmer, and I'm just going to trim a little border, not a big one. And then we're going to take this and we're just going to put it down at a little angle. Just going to add some more double stick tape from my tape runner to the back. And then I'll take this one and we're just going to put it down at a slight angle, just like that. And now we have a completed little embellishment book. Again, when finished, this measures 4.5 by 6, and it's 1.5 inches deep. And we are using metal snaps so that we don't have to worry about gluing or sewing in a spine. We are taking the simple way in making this book. And this technique is awesome for making a mini album as well. So one final flip through at all of this embellishment goodness. And there you have something that you should be proud to send, to sell, to gift, or to keep. I'm going to bring that first one back in so that y'all can see just how gorgeous these really are. We all use embellishments in our projects, and we all like to purchase embellishments and maybe even give or gift them. So why not present them in this very beautiful way? Guys, I hope that you have liked this project. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. Guys, I promise you, it is the best online crafting family on planet YouTube. As always, you guys, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.